In eastern Germany, mid-April 1945, the U.S. First Army under General Courtney Hodges was tasked by General Eisenhower with the thrust east into Saxony to capture Dresden and Leipzig. Dresden was to be captured by the Red Army for stalling U.S. plans, but the Americans had to fight for Leipzig. The Germans had prepared substantial defenses since spring 1944. Leipzig had been protected by the 14th Flak Division with anti-aircraft guns ranging in calibers from 75 to 128 millimeters. Allied airmen dubbed Leipzig Flak Alley for good reason. The terrain around Leipzig was very flat, and many of the anti-aircraft batteries would now be used in an anti-tank role. The U.S. 9th Armored Division moved 13 miles southeast of the city to the Mulde River. The 2nd Infantry Division advanced directly at the city. The 69th Infantry Division followed the 9th Armored with orders to break into Leipzig from the south and southwest. Leipzig numbered 174 weapons, protecting vital synthetic oil refineries and industrial facilities. The 9th Armored Division faced heavy resistance near Feisenfels on the Saale River on April 13th. U.S. Sherman tanks reached sites and smashed through the outer ring of flak guns protecting Leipzig. The 9th Armored Combat Command Reserve, CCR, raced 20 miles southeast of Leipzig to the town of Kolditz, capturing the infamous castle housing 1,800 Allied prisoners of war on the 16th. 2 days later, Halle in the Harz Mountains fell, and Leipzig was basically surrounded. The 69th Infantry Division had a hard fight getting to the Saale River. The 2nd Infantry Division likewise destroyed many anti-aircraft guns as they approached the city. The German defense of Leipzig rested on the shoulders of Colonel Hans von Poinsett. He had elements of the 14th Flak Division, the 750-man, 107 motorized infantry regiment, another battalion of about 250 men, and an assortment of Volkssturm Home Guard battalions. There were no flak guns in the center of the city. Colonel von Poinsett was the Leipzig battle commandant, but was not given complete control of all forces within the city. The 3,400-strong Leipzig police, equipped like the German infantry, remained under the direct command of senior officer Major General Wilhelm von Graumann. Graumann had already decided that the defense of Leipzig was pointless and would lead to unnecessary suffering, outranking Colonel von Poinsett. Von Poinsett was determined to fight to the very end in Leipzig and make the Americans pay a heavy price in blood and misery for each street and house. On the 19th of April, Task Force Wiebel of the U.S. 69th Infantry Division approached the monument to the Battle of the Nations. Colonel von Poinsett opened fire. The Shermans raced past at top speed towards the town hall, but many infantry riding on the tanks were flung off. About 300 German troops defended the town hall area. Colonel Zwiebel and his tanks moved forward to support, but they were stopped by Panzerfausts, machine guns, and rifle fire. Zwiebel decided to use deception. He convinced the Germans to surrender or face flamethrowers, heavy artillery, and a full division of infantry. The mayor of Leipzig, the city treasurer, and their families chose suicide instead of surrendering, as well as the city's Volkssturm commander. The Americans then turned to ending resistance at the monument. Through most of the 19th, U.S. tanks, tank destroyers, and artillery fired at the monument with little effect. A standoff ensued, where von Poinsett could have theoretically held out for days or even weeks, creating a serious problem for the U.S. occupation of Leipzig. Enter Captain Hans Travis, a German-born interrogator with the U.S. 273rd Infantry Regiment. He and another U.S. officer approached the monument. On the 19th of April, Colonel von Poinsett met with them. After 11 hours of negotiation, an agreement was reached. Ironically, on Hitler's last birthday, von Poinsett and his men emerged to surrender. The monument was occupied by American troops. Inside the monument, the towering guardians of the dead still standing silent sentinel over the scene of the last German stand in Leipzig. Please like and subscribe. Thanks very much indeed for watching. We'll see you next time for some more amazing true war stories.